On this week's episode of Nerds Talking the Podcast, the nerds talk about the documentary on Amazon called Tik Tok Boom. Is TikTok consuming your life? Can you get a hold of it? And what did Johnny watch? It wasn't that. We'll find out. We also reviewed the movie Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania. I thought we already did that. Who knows? Listen up. And also Quasi from the Broken Lizard Gang, which is on Hulu. Should you watch it? We'll let you know. And what are we watching? What do we recommend? What have we watched? We'll talk about that and more here on this episode of Nerds Talking the Podcast. Now start the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us, we'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast. Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Johnny, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. Carlos is running late.
Loser.
So too bad for him. So welcome to the show. A new week, a new episode. We saw a couple of things. And first, we're going to start off with something that Laura recommended that Johnny watched. I did not watch because I was out of town for work. And after work, we go out for dinner and yada, yada, yada. So I did not watch any of these. Well, I watched the movie we're going to review. I did watch that, but I did not watch this TikTok documentary on Amazon. What's it called, Laura?
Tik Tok Boom.
TikTok Boom. And if you don't know TikTok, we've talked about it plenty of times on here. It is the most popular app that people use, and it's rather addicting. Stay off of TikTok. So you guys watch it, Johnny and Laura. You guys will discuss it. I will sit over here and listen and giggle and laugh and make snarky remarks. All right, go for it, Laura. TikTok Boom, Amazon documentary. What did you think?
Enjoyed it. I picked it because I'm a TikTok user, and I'm not an addict like a lot of people I know. I'm a casual peruser, and it's something I like TikTok because it does feature a lot of creativity and a lot of funny videos, but I have also a deep dislike of it because of its recommendation algorithm. And so I knew there was Chinese it was a Chinese-owned company. There were some security thoughts. I didn't really know anything about it. So that's why I chose this, because I wanted to watch it. And I'm like, why should I waste my time watching something if we're not going to talk about it on the podcast? So I made y'all watch it. And I thought it was interesting. I mean, it didn't really give me any revelations about it, but I did think that it was interesting. I like these kinds of documentaries that make people think maybe a little bit harder about the things that they consume and the things that they patron, because TikTok can be a dangerous place in terms of that recommendation engine, the recommendation algorithm. It takes you in places that you wouldn't necessarily have gone by yourself, and it's a real possibility to lead you down paths that you would not have otherwise considered. And so I think you have to be very self-aware to use these kinds of things responsibly. And it was just a good reminder of that.
So how long is this documentary?
An hour and a half. It did feel a little long.
So it's an hour and a half of explaining TikTok?
No, not that. It's not just explaining TikTok. It is some stories from individuals who made it big on TikTok. It's
okay.
The overview of the Chinese controversy. I didn't know that Trump had signed an executive order banning TikTok.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I remember there was some hubbub about it, but he tried to legit do it, and then he lost the election. And then
did they explain the whole Chinese connection and how it is relevant to today, or America, and how it's spying on you?
Yeah, they did.
Go ahead, explain to the audience.
So it's talking about the military normal, 20-year-olds in the military, they were using this. They're using this on base. You get all of the data from what they capture, as well as their footprint data. It's just in the sense of like, it's really the first time that a giant app has been foreign owned. Because most of our social media is owned by American companies. So the security concern is like, what are these foreign governments compiling on you? Which is almost, they're compiling exactly what Google and Facebook and all these other companies do. And except for it's not in the US under US law. It is lawless to us. And that is where the fear comes in.
Now, do you think it's a legitimate fear? Because I, as a user of TikTok, have no concern about China looking at my TikTok. I'm more like, there's nothing there of value for you. Like nothing.
That's what people think. And I think that is entirely incorrect, because I think that the concern is valid both for foreign government and domestically owned companies, same as Google, Facebook, Meta, all that kind of stuff. I have concerns about data privacy because I don't think people think hard enough about what that means. To have
Wait. You just called me stupid?
No. I just said
Johnny,
I don't
Johnny.
think that you've
Shut
thought
your
hard
stupid
enough
ass up.
about
Let
There
her
we go.
finish.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you.
It's just that people are like, oh, I don't care if they see, what pictures I take or what I look at or things like that. Those things, all of that digital fingerprint adds up to a complete picture of who you
yeah.
are.
And it builds a picture of a community around you as well. Like it kind of
Absolutely.
It's like a puzzle. Yeah.
And that's not inherently the danger. The danger is what you do with that information. Because if you know somebody inside and out, if you know, well, first of all, the inside, because what we do on these apps reveals something very personal about us, about our thoughts and beliefs and our values. And with that information, you can easily mislead somebody. You can easily breadcrumb them down a trail. There's personal information that people can use, in blackmail schemes and espionage and all this kind of stuff. People talk like, I don't care if the government is looking at me. I'm like, you're telling me that you don't have any secret that you don't want
But the thing is, with TikTok,
everyone has a secret they don't want anyone to know.
everyone is saying China, which, okay, we get it. But that's all social media, right? That's like all of it.
100%. It's not just
Yeah.
TikTok. It's 100% all.
That's what I mean. Like, you're fed stuff all day through your social media that you're like, oh, wait a second, I kind of want to know about this. And then you go down that rabbit hole, and then all of a sudden you're like, did you hear what they're putting in the beans? No.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Well, I saw this video from this guy from Milwaukee, and he said that if you eat anything off a pirate ship at 3:00, then you're probably gonna die by noon on a Thursday. Really?
I saw that too.
Yeah, it's
That's
on
a
TikTok.
fucking-
bro.
it's a
It's
real
on
thing.
TikTok. But the guy also gave another guy a PlayStation, just like out of nowhere. So it's kind of cool. Like, like it's whatever. I mean, it's true though, because I find myself watching videos on TikTok where guys are doing the debate videos live, where they're like, anybody come on here, debate me. And it's mainly about religion. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. When we hear what this guy has to say. He'll say something like, all right, prove to me God doesn't exist. And then he'll have people come on from all types of religions, and he'll just like, you're stupid, you're wrong, because the pirate ship at 3, and then he'll go on to the next person. And I'll be stuck on there like, oh man. But when I scroll up, because I watched them too long, the next guy's doing the same thing, but he's doing it opposite. Okay, now I'm going to prove to you that God doesn't exist. And then I'm like, oh, this guy has a whole different take on this. And then I just sit there for like an hour watching 5 guys talk about religion. And I'm like, damn it, why did I just waste this time? But that's also not going to do anything to me in a sense of, for me, like that information that they're getting or giving me, I'm like, I'm going to go back to watching basketball.
And I think that for an adult, that's on you. You know what I mean? Like if you are an easily led person, because I know people who are like this, who are very easily led, and they can go down this rabbit hole very easily because they're not that bright, And so as an adult, I'm like, you should know better. But TikTok is being used by teenagers,
Oh yeah,
young
no.
children,
Well, but
and they don't have the self-awareness to tune this stuff out. They're not honed in on their own thoughts and needs and wants enough. They're easily led. And so
And
you can lead people all kinds of down tricky
but that's
things.
again, that's all social media.
It is. It's not just TikTok.
No,
it's an internet problem.
Yeah, no, kids are they're gullible. You can influence them in any which way to Sunday. Here, buy this makeup kit because so and so wears it. It's great. And then all of a sudden, Kylie, whatever Kardashian there is a billionaire because all these teenage girls go to Macy's and buy all their makeup because I saw this on TikTok. I saw this on Twitter. I saw this on Instagram.
But it's way more insidious than just getting you to buy products.
No, of course. That's just an example. I mean, I understand, child trafficking, and crazy shit like that and blah, blah, blah. It's just, and this is not new information, this TikTok thing.
It's
but,
not.
Oh my God, TikTok's going to, destroy America because of China. No. Social media is going to destroy America, going to destroy the world. It's not the America.
You got it. You just nailed it. Yeah, that's exactly
brain.
What it is. Social media is going to destroy the world. I completely agree. It
is really the worst thing ever invented. Ever invented. Johnny, TikTok boom. Yeah? No? Do you enjoy it?
I was not a fan. It just, for one, it was made by Australians, and so their main focus was the Australian audience. I mean, it had American people in there.
See, I wasn't
American situations.
I didn't know that. I didn't pick up on that at all.
Oh yeah, like the first girl that they were talking about, she was like one of the most downloaded people in Sydney or something like that.
Australia.
The host or the main interviewer person was Australian, and so they were talking about that, and so it felt like I was watching a junior college documentary in another country.
Okay, so it wasn't that great in that regard.
Yeah,
so was it a project?
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Was it like a media class project that they put together?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, this is
it was a really good class and like an A+ project for
Johnny thinks it's like more like a B- C+ project.
Either way, you're getting your associate's degree.
Good job there, Daniel.
So I mean, so there was that feel because they mentioned all the stuff that Laura talked about, but then they also said, well, it could do this, and then it could do that, and it was like, all right, well, no evidence, huh? Just hypothetical, like this is what could happen, and they did talk about how TikTok banned some of the Black Lives Matter stuff, and then they brought it back, and then they're trying to make things better, and then at the end of that little portion, it was basically like, well, they're really trying, but we'll see. I was like, that's it.
That was the conclusion.
That was one of the things that I liked most about it, is that it did talk about the positives and the negatives. Like, it talked about all this scary stuff, but it did also talk about, these teenagers who were like found a community, and these, artists who were able to fucking explode their lives. And so I'm a wishy-washy person, so I appreciate something that's like, but it's like a little bit of both. That was something that I really liked about it.
What I get out of all the social media is, first of all, entertainment. That's number one. Number two, if you can capitalize off social media and make money off of it, hey, more power to you. If you're internet famous because of Instagram, hey, man, more power. Like, hey, I wish I had 10 million followers and I got paid by a bunch of, endorsements every day to post something, right? Like, so it's different for everyone, but I would say a majority of people that use social media, they're addicted to it. I'd say most people are addicted in one way or another. They're addicted to social media, and they even though they might not think so. You guys know this. Go out with a bunch of friends, right? if there's 5 of you, and 3 of them are going to be on their phone nonstop. They just can't get off their phone. And when you say,
Yep.
"Man, put your phone down," I wasn't looking at my phone. What are you looking at? Your dick? Why are you looking down all the time? Are you that impressed? And I will be the judge of that. Call the DPA.
CPA.
So it's one of those.
I'm sorry,
things,
Johnny. I kind
you
of
know.
stepped on your toes. Please keep going.
No, but it's I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it, but the way Johnny said it's not anything new. They're saying it's
No,
I love
the
end,
documentary. There weren't any good stories. Give me some good stories. Give me some good pictures. All it had was that pretty like blonde chick, and then she dropped out of school and she could make some money, or she's making a lot of money. And then it had this other girl who got an eating disorder, and that was it. Those were the two like hard stories, and then everything else was kind of hypothetical, as well as just citing examples here and there. But there was one guy who like posted stuff on social media. He had a fake leg, and then he was like
a pirate.
Crippled lives matter type of shit. And
wait, whoa. Crippled lives matter?
Wait. Before we dive in too deep here, I'm honest to God, Johnny, I don't think we watched the same documentary. Because I did not see, there were no Australians, there was no crippled man. There was no there.
Holy shit. All right, hold on.
It's called Tik Tok Boom. I'm confused. Johnny, what did you watch? Trying to watch something totally different.
Did you see any of the thing with the guy from China with the neck tattoos? Or the beatboxer?
You guys watched something completely different,
There
apparently.
was a beatboxer?
Wow.
We clearly watched an entirely different movie. This accounts for our different.
I've been on dates like this where we're just talking about two different things.
Hey,
and it goes on for like an hour.
No, but this is like TikTok, basically. This is like TikTok.
You're right.
You guys watch two different things and you explain two different things. I'm like, I don't think I've seen either of those on TikTok. Are you sure? It's really popular.
Hold on, man. I've been trying to.
Yeah, you're like, what did I watch?
I'm sure there is more than one TikTok documentary on Amazon.
Okay, now this has all gone haywire. But in the end, TikTok is good. Like, it can be good and bad. Like you guys brought up the eating disorder, or I watch a lot of videos on TikTok I'm subscribed to about weight loss motivational videos where it's primarily women, but they're losing like 100 pounds in like 4 months. Like, they work out endlessly and they're like, oh, I feel so much better.
So unhealthy.
And, hey, don't worry about the healthy. But motivational type of videos for people like that. And I mean, I don't know. I typically only watch comedic. Oh, Johnny's laughing. He found it. I only watch comedic videos, on TikTok. Johnny, what's your verdict? What did you do wrong? What did you type in wrong? Yeah, what did you watch?
I think I actually watched a documentary from a junior college in Australia. Because this one was 42 minutes. It's just called TikTok.
Oh,
no.
I'll have to watch it.
No. It sounds sad and
unnecessary.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? Entertaining.
I'm sure you got the general idea. I mean, there's really only so much one can say.
All right. Well, there's one on Amazon Prime called TikTok. Yes. Do not watch that.
Okay.
Because it's really dumb.
So watch TikTok Boom.
Sure.
There we
go. He's like, I don't know. Sure it's gonna be better.
I swear I clicked it, but
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm the worst.
I mean, the thing is too, they're still trying to ban it. Certain states are still trying to ban it. Matter of fact, it just got banned in one state, I think, at colleges. How are you going to stop a kid from watching TikTok in school?
Well, it doesn't make you'd have to ban the app just like straight out.
Yeah,
like
I
mean, like on the national level, the way that Trump tried to do is the only way that you'd be able to do it.
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid, but yeah, I mean, does everybody here have TikTok? Yeah. Right.
I mean, because it's part of the other social medias, right? Like when you're scrolling through Facebook, then it will have like people the reels.
Repost.
Yeah, they do the cross post.
Exactly. So
I mean, my ending thoughts on TikTok Boom are in general is such a prime example of what the internet was promised to us and then what it has become. You know, the internet was supposed to be this free flow of human information, you know, all things at your fingertips, and it's not that anymore. Your interests have been captured by all of these different companies, and all they're doing is trying to sell you shit left and right. It's not about what you want to see anymore. It's what they decide they want you to see, what they can capitalize off of, what they can sell to you. I mean, just as an example, so after I was done watching this, I was like, my kid is never going to have, not never, is not going to have a smartphone until she's like freaking 16. You know, we're not going down this road. I'm not going to have an 8-year-old at my dinner table who's talking about what she saw on TikTok and the eating disorder she's developing. It's just not happening. And so I Googled something around the lines of like raising phone-free kids. Do you know what I got page after page after page of on Google? Was articles recommending the best parental like lock or you know, parental monitoring softwares. I'm like, bitch, that's not what I asked, Google, and you know it. You know,
Whoa,
but
whoa,
this is the
whoa,
thing
holy
that they can
shit.
sell me.
Google needs
So
to
that is
Google
the
needs to
thing
send
that
you to
they're
therapy.
doing.
Lord.
And I was like, I just got so angry because, and I've had multiple situations like this because I'm like, you know what I'm asking. The algorithm knows what I'm asking. It's not giving me that. It's
Yeah.
giving me what they get paid for every
That's right.
time I click for. And it really makes me angry. That's not what the internet was promised to us. It's fucking jacked. Anyway,
I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you.
Rant.
When it does your 90-second rant. That's 90 second.
Yeah,
that's
it. That's
Laura's
rant.
90-second rant of the show. I don't know what the internet was promised to me, so because the internet was there was no internet growing up for me, and then it came
Same.
about in what year did the internet really come about? Like 90s. 97,
yeah, in the late 90s. In the late 90s, it started to explode.
And no one told me this is what it's for. We've promised you this. I was like, oh, you promised me this. I did not know what it was. So you promised me porno. So Johnny,
that's one of the things that it promised.
What it kept its promise.
Well, it's broken the promise that I took from it.
I don't know. I see, like, of course you get fed ads for shit. Of course you do. But I never fall for any of it. I don't think I've ever bought anything that was fed an ad for. I'll look at it. Oh, that looks like an interesting thing, because I have this notion that if I'm getting it,
you don't understand.
You don't understand. Fed an
marketing.
If I'm getting fed an ad on Twitter and Instagram, I don't trust the product. So
yeah. Totally.
So I'll go look if the product's on Amazon. Oh, it's there.
I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing.
And then I'll buy it off of Amazon.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I'll buy that one.
That's part of marketing, guys. Like I like that is what it is. They do all of these different channels.
No, not
and
me.
all this attribution.
No. I've never been tricked in my life.
No. This is how we're getting around this.
Yeah, we're getting around.
We're beating the system by just going
through
because Johnny watched this junior college documentary. You can't fool him.
I can't even read instructions correctly.
Marketing attribution is almost impossible to pinpoint. And I can tell you, though, that all of these ads and all of these different things that they suggest to you, they come up. They are doing it. Yes, they do.
Technology hasn't come that far yet. No one knows what I want. Damn it.
You're wrong. They do got you. They have a profile. They know exactly what you want.
And in the end, who cares, really? It's, make a decision for yourself, people. That's all I can tell you. Watch TikTok for fun or whatever. Just
no man is an island. Be on guard. Don't think that you're above being influenced. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, again. God damn it. She did it again.
That's 95 seconds.
That's it, right?
You're over your time limit.
Now I got to take 5 seconds from somebody else just so you can have your 5 seconds.
I saw a really good TikTok the other day. Is there a difference between TikTok and Reels?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then maybe I saw a reel.
It was probably a cross post. It was created on TikTok, then they bring it over to Instagram.
Yeah. So it was like deaf people hearing for the first time, and it was like, they would hook up a thing to their ear, and
they start crying.
Ooh, everyone starts crying. I'm tearing up. But then, I saw this TikTok a while ago where they put this hearing device on this guy, and he's like, "Yes, I can hear. "Oh, this is amazing." And the wife is like, "You can hear me? You can hear me?" And he's like, "Oh my God, that's a hideous sound. Like, turn it off, turn it off." Well, they used a small clip of it in this reel. And I was like, wait a second. Come on. You couldn't find another legitimate one?
I saw one, I think maybe yesterday, where the guy, this guy's colorblind, and his brother gives him glasses, so he can see color. And this guy's probably like 25, and he puts them on. He's like, "Holy crap, this is what you people get to see." He's like, "Wait,
what do you mean, you people?"
Yeah, well, he was black, so he's allowed to say it. And he saw like a red car. He's like, "Oh, what? That's red?" He was freaking out. "This is like a whole new world to me. Holy shit!" And he's freaking out. And his brother, of course, he's like bawling because he's like, he's like, "Oh man, my brother finally gets to see color." And but it was those are the type of videos I always seem like, these are great. I love seeing the hearing aid videos, the colorblind videos, the people
the reunion videos,
the people that lose weight after a year, and you're like, wow, you really like push yourself hard to get feel better about yourself. I love those, and of course the funny videos, right? I love the funny videos.
Yeah,
but and again, if you watch all those, you only get fed those, and then I get told to buy hearing aids and glasses I don't need, and boner pills because, well, those videos pop up. So
for some reason, and I don't know why.
I don't get it. And I'm like,
these boner pills keep popping up.
They keep popping up.
Which is ironic because you're not popping up.
Hey, I know. Exactly.
Because
that's
of the
why
boners.
the boner pills. Yeah. Wow. You should be in marketing. But I go to Amazon to buy them. I don't buy them off of TikTok. And I go to Amazon.aus. Johnny knows all about that.
I get all of my boner pills from Infowars.com.
Oh, yeah, you should get all your stuff from Infowars.
I don't know.
He sells a lot of trash.
What are you talking about?
Steve Bannock.
Alex Jones.
So much. Oh, Alex Jones. There you go.
Yeah.
Alex Jones literally sells everything on his fucking Infowars.
I fucking hate Alex Jones.
Oh, he's great because he's so fucking stupid. You gotta admit he's entertaining because of how wildly stupid he is.
He's something.
Yeah. He's, oh my God, he's ridiculous. All right, well, we'll take a break here since Johnny watched the wrong thing. We'll be right back after this.
No reviews. All right, I get
it. Idiot.
If you like true crime, who done it, what led to the murder, who's involved, and how they got away with it, tune into Don't Forget to Call Your Mother Over for Supper podcast at your local library, along with Microfiche and also the guy in the corner watching porn on an old dial-up system, possibly AOL. Matter of fact, he's the one that committed the murder. Oh yeah, and that's okay because he subscribes to Nerds Talking the Podcast. Number one. Now let's get back to the show.
Has anyone seen my pants?
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. Remember to rate, subscribe, review, turn on notifications, tell your friends every Friday, new episodes of Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Laura, Johnny, and I'm Lafayette. Carlos still not with us. He said he had a handyman job to take care of.
Ooh,
he would be late.
That sounds sexy.
It is. It's code for other men that in hands.
No, getting a handyman.
Oh, well, I was kind of getting there, but other men in hands.
Hand jobs are so stupid.
Oh, you just said it all right, Johnny. You ruined the damn joke.
It's so. What am I like in 6th grade behind the bleachers?
Wait, time out. Hold on.
6th grade?
I'm just throwing out numbers. I'm just
throwing
saying.
out numbers.
The point is,
you would have been thrilled for a woman to touch your penis when you were in 12th grade. Don't lie.
12th grade.
Look
yes.
at
12th grade.
Yeah, that's a senior in high school.
12th grade.
That's
Tell me in senior high school you wouldn't have wanted a woman to give you a handy.
No, senior in high school, senior
in high school. Oh no,
I expect
don't know what they're way doing. Better out of these women.
I've been doing this for years.
Doing what?
I'm way jobs? Better than to myself.
She can get you started, and then you can finish. Anyway.
I mean, like the attention is great, but a hand job.
All because
that's the least amount of effort.
All because Carlos went and did a handy job. Now we're talking about hand jobs. Yeah. In the 6th grade behind the bleachers.
No. Whoever he's doing a hand job to is going to be disappointed. Because they're gonna be like, "That's it?
That's it.
No,
You
I
built-
could do this
You know,
myself."
you know what he tells him? I had you build these bleachers for nothing.
Why are we behind the bleachers? You
Oh,
just
yeah.
built?
Yeah. Anyway, all right, we'll jump into a couple movie reviews. We checked out Quasi, which is the brand new movie from the Broken Lizard gang that did movies such as Super Troopers, and I think they did Beer Fest. Is that right?
Beer Fest, the
That
Slam
sounds
and
right, yeah.
Salmon.
Never heard of the Simon Salmon.
Oh, it's a Michael Clark Duncan's in it. It's
Okay.
a restaurant-based movie.
Okay,
Really
okay.
funny.
Okay.
Club Dread.
That's right. Club Dread is one of their things.
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
Club
yeah.
Dread. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're gonna review, which I don't know why I keep thinking we've already done this movie, but we're gonna do it again.
So
Ant-Man,
we've discussed it.
Wasp,
We've discussed Ant-Man
Quantumania.
a little bit, but I don't think
And
we reviewed it.
We're gonna jump into that. So we're gonna jump into Ant-Man Quantumania first. It's already out on streaming at Disney Plus. It's the latest Marvel movie that has come out. Part of their whole Marvel 52 movie, whatever how many they got nowadays. So let's just jump right into it. Laura, you saw Ant-Man the Wasp. I'm not sure how caught up you are on the Marvel world. What did you think of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania?
Caught up in the Marvel world. I watch all the Marvel stuff. Well, almost all the Marvel stuff. And this one, I mean, it was a movie. I don't know. It's
It was a movie. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
movie.
that for sure.
It was not epically bad, but not a favorite at all. The Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man, I thought was okay. And like he's a nice side character. I think he's fun in all the Avenger movies and everything. But like I don't know, something about, and I love Paul Rudd, don't get me wrong, but there's just something about the stories that just have never grabbed me in a certain way. And just watching it, I couldn't help but think how annoying this would be to act in, like, because it's just green screen 24/7. There is no like real sets or real anything. And I'm just like, how are you doing this as an actress? And some amongst them are not doing it. The girl who plays the daughter is like stone faced the entire movie. I couldn't get past that. I don't think
she
she
was
made.
horrible. Yeah,
Did
she
you
was
think
horrible.
that she was a little bit of a lesbian? Or is that just me?
Yes, no, I did. I also
Because
picked
there
up
was
on
that
yeah.
like alien warrior who came in down and kicked ass, and she's like, "You are fucking awesome." I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, I
didn't
definitely
get
picked
that.
up
No,
on
I
that
didn't
as
get that.
well.
You didn't get
And
that?
I
the
thought she was
Conan the
just-
Barbarian of the
Yeah, exactly.
But it doesn't look like she made an expression the entire movie. There was at one point where I thought she might have been almost about to make an expression. That was very
Yeah, but
distracting.
that'd be overacting for her.
Yeah. And also just Michelle Pfeiffer. She is so fucking gorgeous. Like if my mom when I was a kid thought I might be becoming a lesbian because I had a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman poster in my room when I was a kid because she was my fucking idol.
So you were gonna become one, huh?
I was going yeah, I was gonna I mean that's
So
what my
so
mom
you hear it here
my
first,
mom
people. You hear it
took
first.
down that poster
You are
from
not
my room when I was a kid.
You're not born gay, as
It's a
Lady
choice.
Gaga has told
Well,
us.
according to Suzette
You
Bookout,
you convert to them by having Michelle Pfeiffer posters on your wall.
I mean, she's that fucking hot as Catwoman is what I'm saying. But she's gorgeous and she has aged so well, and talk about good work being done. Like she's clearly, she's got Botox, she's got some fillers. She looks great. She looks amazing. She looks like a fucking silver fox. She amazing. Anyway, the other thing that I would say about this one is that I do love Kang. Kang is fascinating to watch. He is a great villain. He's well played. There's something very seductive about him and like the way that he talks. Like I don't mean seductive as in like sexually. I mean very earnest.
He's sly.
Yes.
But
There's
not
like
sure
I
we'll-
want to believe him.
I think we're gonna see a different actor portray him in the future, though.
I disagree. But it's also sexual too because they had a small clip in there, right, where she talked about hooking up with other people, and same with Michael.
Oh yeah, I mean Bill Murray.
Yeah, Yeah, she had sex with Bill Murray, not Kang.
Yeah, she had sex with Bill
You don't
Murray.
know. You don't know.
No, it was with
Yeah,
Bill
I
Murray.
mean,
It was
maybe
with
he
Bill Murray.
did. I guess they were working on that.
I mean,
They were working on that power core for a long time.
yeah.
Oh, the core. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you work on that
Yeah.
core. That's right. That's right.
No, I
So,
didn't quite
Oh man, I need some core
understand
exercises.
one part of the story, right? So Michelle Pfeiffer and Jonathan Majors, they're stuck, right?
mhm,
And they're
mhm,
trying to like fix his ship and get back into it or whatever.
mhm, mhm.
She realizes he's a monster and she destroys a core. Um, well, when Ant-Man finally comes to the quantum zone and he mentions her name, like they're like, "Oh, she's the fucking enemy." But I didn't quite understand that because after she realized he was a monster, she was fighting against them the whole time. So wouldn't she be like a hero of sorts? Like why was the lesbian lady, the
So,
lesbian
like, yeah,
Conan,
yeah.
so like pissed off at
It's because
Pfeiffer?
she was seen as Kang's like cohort, her partner, friend, whatever. That's pretty much. It's like
Yeah, but
But that doesn't make sense. Yeah.
once she found out, she was like, "All right, he's the enemy. I'm gonna destroy the core." And then that she spent apparently all these quantum years like fighting against them.
I
Uh,
think maybe what I took that they were like, oh shit, you're blah blah blah. What's her name? What's the character's name? Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't remember her name.
Janet, right? Or is Janet the
Yeah.
daughter?
Janet. Okay, fine. Janet's it was like, oh, you're here to find Janet. Janet's here. Oh fuck, Kang is coming to look for her ass. And if you're here, if she's here, right where we are, that means that we're being targeted.
Yeah,
That's
and
how
you're right
I
about
took
that.
it.
Yeah, no, you're right about that too. Because Kang
I
was
can
looking
see
for
that.
her ass. Yeah.
Yeah, but then at the same time, like she has spent all those years fighting against him after she realized who he was. I don't know. I just kind of figured they'd welcome her back or she'd be a hero of some sort, but it didn't. I
Oh
didn't get
well.
that vibe.
How about Laura? What else you got?
It was also annoying. I felt like it had been retrocon the whole thing. Because in the Ant-Man what was the second one where Michelle Pfeiffer came back. They're like, I came back
Yes.
from a wasteland. Like you just like got this feeling that she was just like floating in nothingness for 30 years. And like, nope, she's lived in an entire universe. She's lived in an entire life.
You're
And
kind of
so
right
it
about that
felt
too,
a little
though. Yeah.
backwards. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Anything else you have left on your notes?
Nothing of super import. I had
Okay.
3 out of 5. I don't know. It was
Okay, there
fine,
we go.
I guess.
Johnny, what's your take on Ant-Man, Wasp, Quantumania?
I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not in love with Michelle Pfeiffer as much as Laura is, but uh,
She's not gonna turn
she
you into
was
a lesbian.
no. I mean, I'd let her give me a hand job, but that's about it. No, yeah. At one point, she was like the most beautiful woman in the world, and I remember her in all the movies. It was just like if you get her, then it's going to be a hit because she's the most beautiful woman in the world, type of thing. So it's great to see that she's aged so well because
Yes.
not all of them do. Like
Mhm.
Catherine Zeta, she's not as she's not what she once was.
Ooh, I don't even know what she looks like.
Ageism. Look, you guys hear this?
I mean, like look at Paul Rudd. He's like 50 years old. He looks great.
Men age better. Let's just get that across.
I know men are better, but
No.
wait, what'd you
I
say?
didn't say men are better.
With-
yes, yeah. So they age better.
Oh, we age better. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good movie. It was a good sci-fi movie. Jonathan Majors is the man. Once he gets cleared up of all this stuff, if I were him, I
It's
would
gonna
go.
be a while. It's gonna be a while.
I mean,
There's like 5 more charges now, like 3 or 5 more women or something like that coming out.
I
Yeah,
didn't
so.
make the connection when you said that. I didn't realize it was the same guy. I do have a bit of facial blindness. That it's the same guy that we've been talking about for the last like 3 episodes. We were talking about Jonathan Majors. That's him. So
no,
that
like
would be a bummer,
I saw a
but I'd
TMZ
support it.
thing. It was a reel, maybe a TikTok, where his accuser like is going clubbing that same night or something like that. So she wasn't injured at all, as like she claimed.
Well, that's just it. The original accuser, forget that one. There's like three more women or 5 more women now that have come out, and now he has more shit against them. So,
Look,
and he's
if
been
I were
dropped
him,
already by his
I would
agency, and he's been dropped by his PR
I would take my
company.
talents to South Beach, and I would go
Oh,
now.
wow.
Now I would advertise for the Marines
Just gonna go to a
because
different
the army
military
dropped them
branch?
because they were like, you're guilty before proven innocent.
Yeah,
Fuck them. Fuck the army.
I like it. I like your take though about just go to a different military branch and be the
Yeah.
sponsor.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what's your rating for Ant-Man and Wasp?
3.5. I
Carlos?
enjoyed it. I thought it was
Yeah.
funny at times. The whole like phase 2 of Marvel, it
Has not been good. No.
what I don't like is it negates what all my investment before. Like all these years of watching Iron Man to all the Avengers and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, these timelines don't matter. Hey, Kane probably killed either Thor or Captain America in a previous life, and like all that shit. It's like, or a previous timeline. And it's like, huh.
Yeah, no, that's the
Agreed.
problem. That's the problem with
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah,
And there's
you've
like a
lost your
million Kanes at
investment.
the end,
Yeah.
right? Too. Like,
There's thousands of them. Yeah, it's silly. It's silly. Carlos is here. He made it back from his hand job. Carlos, what was your
What?
score? Do you remember your score for this movie? I remember we scored it. I
3.5.
think you and I. Yeah, that's what I thought. I gave it a 3.5. It's a fun sci-fi movie. Not much to it. It's just a lot of fun. It was made to set up Kang. That's it. You had 2 hours to set up a character, and
For a character who's gonna change actors.
Who's probably
Wah,
gonna change it.
wah.
There's no way. He's too good. He's too good. He's
He
innocent.
is. He is so good in this role.
no
He's
actors nowadays beat any
mesmerizing.
allegations except for one. That's because he can outrun the competition, Ezra Miller. So
I get it.
You get it. You get it. The other
Get
two
it.
look totally like they didn't get it.
Yeah.
No, I don't get it.
Nah, it's way over their head.
I'm
dummy
thinking.
Dum-dums.
I'm thinking. I mean, besides Juicy Schmoulet, like that's it.
What?
Juicy Smollett.
Oh, Jesse
Oh,
Smollett.
Jesse.
He didn't,
He's-
he
He's
didn't pull the
sommelier.
charges.
That guy ruined his career this instant.
But I'm with Laura. I too am a lesbian. Ever since Grease 2, Michelle Pfeiffer. So hot.
Yeah, Grease
She's
too.
so hot. But yeah, that
Yeah.
Catwoman. Oh my god.
Mm.
There is nothing
Mm-mm-mm.
sexier than a woman in like that shiny latex, like black. Just no, that's it. That's all
That's
I
not
want to
true.
see.
Some of the part of the
Well,
scenes in
that's from
certain
my.
parts.
I
Oh
mean-
yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, naked ladies.
See, less is more. Less
Oh,
is more.
exactly. Less is more.
No, I
more.
mean,
ladies.
I saw a TikTok recently where it shows a clip of her using the whip in
Oh, I saw
Batman
that.
2.
Oh, taking
It was
their
like,
heads off in one take.
yeah, like
That was
first take,
great.
and then everyone was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
she's amazing." I was like, "Yeah,
You're scared now.
yeah."
All right. Well, there you go. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Now we move on to what we said earlier, the latest from the Broken Lizard Gang that did Quasi on Hulu.
Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go.
And,
I gotta leave.
Another
This
hand
is-
job.
He's got another
only,
hand. Yeah.
only
Yeah, I got
Laura
another-
didn't
got another
see it,
hand
but
job.
if you're familiar with the Broken Lizard Gang, as we mentioned their movies earlier, Club Dread, Beer Fest, Super Troopers, they use the same cast basically for everything. So about Quasimodo, and I'll let Johnny start off. Johnny recommended the movie because I think he's a fan of the Broken Lizard Gang. And Johnny, Quasi, Hulu, go ahead and give us your take.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Broken Lizard. I've been a fan of theirs for years, ever since Super Troopers. And yeah, I mean, this was good. It wasn't as good as some of the other ones, I think, but I think I could watch it again and laugh at different scenes or different parts. I think anytime you do a time period comedy, it's going to be up in the air, right? Because you're dealing with accents, you're dealing with medieval jokes, and then trying to make those medieval jokes and puns like apply today. It's going to be tough. So it wasn't my favorite Broken Lizard movie, but I still had a good time. I mean, all the Broken Lizard guys, like, they played different roles, in the movie. So Farva, you can tell who he is anywhere. Like you could put a mustache on him, but he's the fat dude, and he's fun to watch. And the Indian guy, you can always tell who he is. He played different roles as well. But, yeah, I would recommend it if you're a fan of Broken Lizard. If you're a fan of um, Kevin Heffernan and Steve Lemmy, they had a podcast for a while. It was called Chewing It. And if you're a fan of Chewing It, if you're a fan of Tacoma FD, which stars those two, I mean, yeah, it's a good watch. So
What's
I
your
recommend
rating?
it. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
All right. Carlos, Quasi on Hulu. You can watch it now. What's your take on the movie?
Well, I enjoyed Super Troopers. I thought it was hilarious. I also liked Beer Fest. But after that, everything just kind of went downhill. But for Quasi, this shouldn't have been a movie. This should have been a adult continuing education school play. You know, not even high school. Just people who are trying to finish school go to this horrible play because it is absolutely horrible movie. I started watching it and I just kind of faded off. I just started doing my own thing afterwards. It wasn't, I just, something about me just bugged me. It just seemed like such a half-ass script. And I couldn't find the funny in it, just anywhere. So I'm glad Johnny liked it because he is a Broken Lizard fan. I liked him as well. I did, but I just don't find them funny anymore. It's just not funny. So I wouldn't recommend it. And there's a reason why it was released in streaming and not in the theaters like their other stuff. So I give it a 1.
Oh,
Funny
that's,
thing though.
that's harsh.
Wow,
That
Funny
is
thing, though,
harsh.
Well,
Yeah, I don't
here's
know.
the thing
I-
about
I-
Broken Lizard, and I'm gonna compare Adam Sandler movies
Oh no.
because these guys have an audience. Because when I liked Super Troopers, it was when I was, between 18 and 25, right? So that's their audience, 18 to 25. Now, and Adam Sandler's the same way. So now that I'm older, I just don't see the funny in these movies anymore. Maybe that's why they keep their audience, but they lose the ones that just get older and, sorry to say, Johnny, smarter.
Oh wow.
Wait, whoa,
Wow.
whoa, wait.
Wow.
I
He just call you stupid.
I feel like I'm smart enough to be insulted by that.
Oh
But,
yeah.
all right.
But are you insulted?
No, I don't give
Yeah,
a
you're
fuck.
stupid. The movie Quasi is not good at all. Like at all. The accents, they can't keep them at all. The movie, like almost none of the time they can actually hold an accent. It's not funny. I mean, I didn't laugh one time during this movie. I was like, who wrote this movie? Like, I don't know. It was really bad. It was not funny whatsoever. I mean, I was looking for the jokes. Like, come on, give me one good one. And I'm like, there's nothing here. Like nothing. It's so bad. It's a waste of an hour and a half, whatever long the movie is. They shouldn't have picked this type of like time period story about Quasimodo, whatever the hell. It's so stupid. The movie's stupid. I mean, but then again, I don't think these guys are funny at all. I don't find them funny. So, as like Carlos said, after Super Troopers, that's pretty much the only movie I found of theirs to be funny, and that's it. I don't think they're funny. I think they try to do sophomore humor, and it's not even good. It's really bad. I mean, there was nothing funny about this movie. I could have watched The Exorcist and got 3 laughs. Because that's how bad this movie was. I had no laughs at all. It was a shit show. Go fuck yourself, Quasimodo. I just never. Johnny said I can watch this again. How the fuck can you watch this again?
Okay,
But at gunpoint.
the first time I saw Anchorman, I did not like it. And I saw it in the theater. I thought I wasted my money. I watched it again later on. I caught it in the middle, and then I watched the beginning again, and then 50, 60 views later. I mean, like, that's one of my favorite movies of
Can
all
we
time.
pause this real quick? Did you just compare Anchorman and Quasi? What the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm telling you, the first time I saw
Anyway,
Anchorman, I didn't like it.
Yes. I mean, that goes for a lot of people that watch, especially comedies, or some people that will watch a movie and I explain to them what it was about. Oh, I have to rewatch it now. I didn't see that. Okay.
Or if they say,
that.
"Oh, did you see hey, Brad Pitt did a cameo?" Like, what? And then you
yeah,
rewatch it.
like they'll rewatch
things
something
like that.
and But no, this movie's I can't rewatch it. It's so bad.
Eh.
It's not funny at all. Like zero.
It's
Name a
made
part
for
that you thought
their
was funny.
fans.
No, you don't make movies for just the fans. You make it for everyone that that you want to make a movie for everyone,
Well,
not the fans.
I
Or
would
put the
say
shit
that their fans are the only ones that are going to like this movie.
They're not even gonna like it. I don't see how.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
good. It's not good. I can't even give it a 1. Like it gets half a point.
You know
You
what?
know.
I'm going to take my rating back. It's going to be a 6 to offset your fucking bullshit ass.
I like how you
review.
donated a point to, or you donated 1.5 points to me, so I can give it a 2. Like it is such a bad movie. It's such a
I'm
bad
just
movie.
glad I missed it. And
Yeah, no, you missed.
yeah.
You missed. Like I told you guys in the text, I've been to funnier funerals. It's such a bad movie. It's not good. It's I've taken
I'm gonna
shits
watch it
that are
again.
funnier. Like
Nah, that's not fair.
You know,
Shits are
to Johnny's
hilarious.
point about Anchorman, I kind of felt that way the first time I saw Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, I laughed.
And now
my
it's
ass off
hilarious.
watching
But
that movie.
even the first time I saw Napoleon Dynamite, there were parts in it that made me laugh, and I thought this is funny. But not in Quasi. It's just
Nothing. There's nothing funny in Quasi.
nothing.
Nothing.
I think Chat GPT could have written a better script
Oh
about
my
Quasimodo.
God. No joke. I could have walked into an ESL class in 3rd grade. Write me a movie script. They were like, "What is that?" Doesn't matter. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be better than this shit. And I would have got way better results because goddamn Quasi's bad. I mean, it's just a trash ass movie. But
The look on Laura's face, I can't tell if she's like disappointed because we're making fun of Johnny or she's happy that she missed the movie. That Botox is really holding strong. You're emotionless. I can't tell.
she's like she's like Ant-Man's daughter.
Blow. No, I'm smirking because I'm just like, Johnny is really getting his opinions raked
Shit
over
on?
the coals. That's the smirk.
Well,
yeah.
we take this total score. We got 5. And we divide that, and then we do this. We add a little sprinkle to this. We give it a total of a 2 out of 5. And no, sorry, no, we can't do that. We can't do that to you people. Don't watch this shit. Don't, it is horrible. It is quasi trash. Like, god damn, it's bad.
And if you think we're wrong, email us. nerdstalking@yahoo.com.
No, just don't watch it, please. Just do yourself a favor. Oh my god, it's bad. Anyway, all right, we'll take a break here on Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll be right back after this.
Hey there, everybody. This is Barry from Barry's Funeral Home. You ever thought about dying? Maybe die a little bit early, knowing somebody's gonna die soon. Maybe you're gonna murder someone. Well, bring over to Barry's Funeral Home. We bury, cremate, cut up, chop, slice, dice, find out what's happened to this person, why they died, and we'll give you a discount. That's right. Bring the body straight to us, and we'll give you a 20% off discount. We won't tell anybody. We just need business. So anything you want to do, we got you. We can burn them, cremate them, send them straight to hell if you'd like. Hey, if there's a heaven, we'll let you know. We have a shaman on site. They can do that for you too. Hey, you want to throw them in a dumpster in the back? As long as you pay for it, we got you covered here at Barry's Funeral Home. Did I mention that we do themed funerals? Superheroes, Pokemon, Disney, no matter what age range, we got you covered. We welcome all religions and any Buffalo Bills fans because you've already been through hell, so you might just end it all. And come on down to Barry's Funeral Home. We'll take care of you. 30% off, you Buffalo guys. So give us a call at 719-266-2837. That's 719-266-2837. That's Barry's Funeral Home. Oh man, you're gonna love it here.
Barry's Funeral Home is not real. It's a cover-up for real hell. That's right, the one you know from the biblical sense of heaven and hell, burn, hellfire. You will perish there one day for being a bad son of a bitch. You're gonna bring a dead body to it, stop turning yourself in first. What kind of person are you? That's right, you're a person going straight to hell. That's what Barry's is. Good heavens. Or should I say, go to hell.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. Well, we've already told you about TikTok and documentary that Carlos wasn't here, but you may not know this. Johnny watched a whole different documentary than Laura did. And they were talking about different things. It was
But you know what's funny?
fantastic.
You know what's funny is that some of my points Laura agreed with.
Yeah,
so,
she did. At
I
first, she
did.
was on board the whole time, and she's like, "Wait a second."
So, out of respect, I will watch
What did
the
you
other one.
watch, Johnny?
It's just called TikTok. It's
You
on
watch something called
Amazon.
Just TikTok.
It's just-
TikTok.
It was
Oh.
fucking stupid. It was like a junior college like project.
Documentary.
And-
Shit. Yeah.
It's a junior college project that got a B-, and
And was it from Australia?
it was from
Yeah.
Australia.
Yep.
I mean, TikTok Boom is on Freeview. I mean, it's through Amazon
Freebie.
Prime.
Yeah, freebie.
But you have to watch it on Freeview.
Wait,
either
did you
the
watch
app or
TikTok
through-
Boom? No.
The first couple minutes, but then I got distracted and I didn't go back to it.
So just like Quasi. I got you.
Mm.
See, I
So-
feel like your guys' dedication isn't there.
Yeah, I just didn't. I was too busy to watch that one.
You're not giving it fair shots.
Yeah. Well, I know you didn't watch the right thing, dumbass. So who cares?
Dedication and concentration are two different things.
All right.
Johnny.
No, these are valid points. I'm wondering what's a better trait, my dedication or your guys' like concentration.
Attention to detail.
Yeah.
No, you're
That's
right.
what it
You're
is.
right.
That's what it is. So what is everyone watching or maybe gonna watch? What are you excited to watch? Are you gonna go to the movies this weekend? Are you you want to recommend anything that you may be watching? And or maybe tell us about something you have watched recently that we haven't talked about that you want people to maybe watch out there in the podcast world. We'll start with Carlos. How about you? What are you watching? What do you recommend people to watch? And is there anything that you have been watching that we haven't talked about maybe on here?
I just finished Picard season 3. Great season. I highly recommend it if you're a Trekkie, if you like Picard. It's the last Picard. I guess we'll see. I guess Patrick Stewart's hanging up the old Captain band, whatever you want to call it. Perry Mason, don't sleep on it. I mentioned it before. Great show. That just wrapped up as well. So if you haven't watched it, you can watch all of them now instead of waiting. Every time it made me wait, I was just like on the edge of my seat. So disappointed that I had to wait another week. And lastly, Ted Lasso. I don't think we brought it up at all since the new season started, but that's a good show too. I mean, it's supposed to be the last season, and it's a little predictable as to which direction it's going to go, but it's still enjoyable. The last episode was just the team just kind of hanging out together, getting to know each other better. At first, I was like, it's one of these episodes, but it was funny. Roy Kent and Jamie spent the night hanging out together. It was just hilarious. If you're a Lasso fan and you haven't seen it yet, check it out.
I need to watch it. I need to watch that season.
If you're a Lasso fan and you haven't seen it,
You haven't
Oh,
seen
you-
season 3 yet. I mean, even
Oh.
if you're a Lasso fan, you still might not have seen it yet.
how can they be a fan if they haven't seen it?
Yeah, but
I
what
am
if you're a
Lasso
fan of?
fan,
Make
and I
sure you
haven't
watch the
seen it
right
yet.
show. You're not
What if
watching
you're-
Welcome
Oh,
to
hey,
Wrexham thinking
okay.
it's Lasso.
First of all, I was on time, dickhead.
Oh, but what if you're a fan of
Yeah.
lassos? That's
Oh,
what
that's
you
something
mean.
else then.
Just Lasso.
Just Lasso.
Then you're a fan of
You can
hand
watch
jobs.
those too if
You're
you
definitely
want.
a fan of
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
How about you, Laura? What have you been watching, or what can you recommend, or what maybe you're excited to watch? Maybe there's something you heard of that's coming out.
I haven't been watching anything except for Forensic Files with one eye as I'm working at home throughout the day, which is just like a cautionary tale for women. Forensic Files: you date the wrong man, dead. Marry the wrong man, dead. Reject the sexual advances of the wrong man, dead. It's just it's very
There's a
concerning.
lot of murder going on in this show.
Well, it's Forensic Files, so yeah, it's just murder after murder of
A lot
poor
of
woman,
women
poor
getting
woman.
murdered.
It sounds
Oh,
like
yeah.
men
no,
get
it
murdered?
sounds like
A lot of
Sounds
women
like-
getting murdered.
sounds like a show where the men are right, or am I wrong?
I think the executives
right.
hate women. Find a story where women
Yeah,
getting murdered.
what is this show?
We're gonna put this on
What's the
TV.
show here? It's a
No,
man-hating
because
show,
the
sending
big-
men to
The
jail.
the big question marks of when people get murdered is usually around women. When guys get murdered, it's usually pretty obvious who did it because they get in fights or whatever, it's
women?
gang related or whatever. But anyway, any hoodle, things I'm looking forward to. Ghosted. I want to watch it because y'all know how
Oh,
I feel about
yes.
Chris Evans. I look forward to reviewing this. I don't really care what happens. I just want to watch Chris Evans.
Ghosted on Apple TV, the movie with Anna de Armas. We will all be watching and talking about next week. Johnny, what have you been watching, or what are you excited to go or to watch, and so forth?
I think today or tomorrow I'm gonna go watch The Covenant, the Guy Ritchie film with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Ooh, I saw the preview for that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Sisu. That's a Norwegian based or Swedish
That
based
comes
movie
out
where
this weekend.
where they just like killed Nazis. I'm down.
Which one's that? What? Say again.
It's called Sisu, Sisu. I think it's from the producers of John Wick. So
It
it's
is.
just
It is.
uh,
It's John Wick. It's just somebody killing Nazis.
John Wick World War II.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've been watching Ted Lasso. I love that show. It's got so much heart. It's funny. There are times where I have to watch it with the subtitles because I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Really?
And what's so funny? Like, yeah, sometimes because in England there's just different areas, and some people are just harder to understand than others.
Racist.
Okay, yeah.
You accept
Okay.
it.
I mean, not many people are gonna be watching this along with me, but I'm all about battle bots.
Oh, this again.
I
God
watch
damn it.
battle bots. I love robots fighting. NBA playoffs are going down right now, so Lakers are up 3-2.
Yep,
And
they certainly are.
Kings are playing.
They're playing tonight. If you people
So light
don't
the
know,
beam. You know, I saw the
it's-
beam for the first time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we talked about it before, Laura, but so when they win, there's a big purple light that shoots up into the sky, and it's very
It's a laser
cool. It
beam.
like brings a city together. It's very very fun for the fan base. But I was at work, and so it's 10 stories tall, my building. So I got on the top of it and took a picture of the beam. That's the first time I saw it, so that was pretty cool.
Well, there we go. There we go. I'm watching like everybody else. Ted Lasso. It's fantastic. The Marvelous Miss Maisel's back. I'm watching that show. I'm watching what's the show Carlos mentioned earlier about the detective? God damn it.
Perry
what's his
Mason.
Perry
name?
Mason.
There you go. Perry Mason. I watched that. Of course, Succession is wrapping up its final season. I'm watching that. HBO had something else just come out. Oh, I'm watching Barry on HBO. So I'm watching that
Oh,
one.
I love that show.
And
That one
then
didn't grab me.
How many times have you made it through New Girl?
I haven't seen it yet.
What?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. And
It's
then
so good.
Yeah. And I saw The Pope's Exorcist. If you like movies about, if you like The Exorcist, you like The Pope's Exorcist. It's, not too much different. I saw Evil Dead Rise. Oh, loved it. It was phenomenal. Like
That
if
looks
you like
scary.
gory, scary, like it's good. It's good.
Did I see Renfield?
Not yet. No, not yet.
What's that about?
That was it's what's
Renfield
his
is
name?
Nick
Dracula,
Cage is
Nick
Dracula.
Cage.
And
Oh yeah, and he's got like an
Renfield is
assistant,
his
right?
helper,
Like
assistant.
yeah, his
yeah.
assistant.
Renfield
yeah.
is his assistant, and is
Nicholas
doing his
Hoult?
own thing.
Yeah, Nicholas
Yes.
Hoult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was looking through some like movie times. I'm like, am I interested in any of these movies? And The Covenant and Renfield were the two that I was like, I could see these. And then we ended up not going to the movies. But
Well, next weekend is a big movie that I'm pretty sure most of us will watch. It is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Comes out May 5th on Cinco de Mayo. So that is a must see. And
that's a try to get to the theater one for me.
yeah,
Try.
but other than that, Mandalorian wrapped up. It was good. The finale of Mandalorian was epic. It was great. And then nothing else outside that I could think off the top of my head, but definitely check out the shows we talked about. Ted Lasso, Perry Mason, BattleBots. Check out some, we'll let you know how good Ghosted was, and of course Forensic Files, because are they new?
No.
Or are they just a bunch of reruns that you watch?
Bunch of reruns.
So they haven't solved anything yet.
No, they saw them.
Oh,
It's
they
just
solved
old.
everything. Okay, so it's not like unsolved mysteries. Right?
No.
I used to love watching that show.
I don't
Alright.
like that. It leaves me with the unfulfilled sense.
Anything else before we
The
go?
handy
So
afterwards.
I don't want anyone to make the same mistakes that I did.
Uh-huh.
There
What'd
is
you
a
do?
show on Hulu called Ghosted. Don't watch that. That's not what we're going to be talking about next week.
No, that's a show I think on CBS at Hulu shows called Ghosted. So don't watch that one.
Yeah.
So this is
So-
on
PSA.
Apple TV. This is on Apple TV. All right. Well, Johnny, thank you for that. Wow, you saved the planet.
I just wanted to make sure people don't feel like I feel right now. I feel
did
like
you guys-
I feel like I got a hand job.
Hey, did you
Just
guys
disappointed?
Now, before we go, this is more like news related. What did you guys think about good old Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon both getting canned the same day? I mean,
Seems
wait,
appropriate.
yeah. Carlos,
I
what's
feel
your
like
take?
when they get canned, they're gonna get picked up somewhere else. It's like,
Of course,
are.
is it that
Yeah.
big of a deal? It's like the American Idol when Kelly Clarkson won. Like the other dude got a record deal from somebody else. So it's like,
Justin Guarini.
I don't know if Don Lemon's gonna get picked up because, from what I understand, he's a real dick, like towards everybody behind the scenes. He's just I mean, if you heard the comments that were made the day after from the morning show he was on, they were glad he was gone. Like, peace out, brother. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I think
but as
Tucker's
far as
more
Tucker
likely to
Carlson,
be picked up. Yeah.
Tucker was kind of surprising, but at the same time, he was talking bad about the the people above him. And then I think the whole he hates Trump with a passion probably rubbed Fox audience the wrong way. And I do see him going somewhere. But it's not surprising he got fired, especially after the lawsuit settlement. I think that's what triggered everything.
Yeah.
What was the name of the voting machine company? They lost-
Dominion.
Yeah, Dominion. They won their lawsuit against Fox, and Tucker Carlson had a lot to do with it. So I guess Fox was just like, we're just going to let him go. We lost way too much money. And that was that.
Yeah,
That's
they
what I
lost
think.
over $768 million.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
And they're
Rupert
not
Murdoch
done.
had to sell a yacht or
Yeah.
something. I don't
No,
know.
no, they're not done. They have another lawsuit for $2 billion from the other voting company, Systematic. And they're saying that they're going to lose that one too. And you know who's all fault it is? It's Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, that constantly kept on saying the machine's fault. That's why he lost. The machine's fault. And that's why Tucker got fired. Because they were like, hey, buddy, no more January 6th bullshit and about the voting machines. You gotta go. Sorry. You gotta replace you with somebody else that's not gonna keep talking about this every single night. And Dominion used all his shit. Dominion literally used everything he said against Fox. And they're like, well, there you go. You guys said it. So boom, bam, boom, out of a job. But you guys are right. He'll be on, whatever, News
Something.
Nation,
Yeah.
Newsmax.
Well, from what I understand, he's already been offered a job from Russian media.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because they used to,
RT.
because they used to use him on their news as propaganda towards against America because how crazy he would say shit. So I could see that.
Some of the shit. He just full of
I could see
bullshit.
that.
But
Yeah.
I see him getting somewhere, but not Don Lemon, not anytime soon.
No, but I hope Tucker doesn't get anything where he's just a local guy out of Idaho now.
Well,
Like
Don
he's
Lemon,
leading
I mean,
10
they're-
o'clock news.
He's gonna be the
Lemon-
meteorologist.
Yeah, that's it. He's like, that's all I could get.
Don
He's
Lemon
like-
doing
like
traffic.
cost a company like millions of dollars, though, right?
Who?
Don Lemon?
No,
just
but
like-
he's like
No, I just-
verbally
Kind of a dick.
abusive to
Yeah,
everybody.
I just heard he's just overall
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
dick. And there was a recent interview he did with a presidential candidate he's running a Republican side, some Indian guy, a senator or something like that. And he was just a dick to him the whole time on air. And his co-host wouldn't say a word. She just sat there like, I'm not gonna say anything. He's just grilling this dude for no reason. And the CNN was like, what the fuck was that? Like, why are you such a dick to this dude? It's because he won't agree with everything I say. I'm like, that's not how it works, bro. Like, and that's Don Lemon's fault too. He literally preaches to the choir, and if you don't agree with him, he's like, get off my show.
Oh, yeah, he's a dick.
Like, come
Yeah,
on, bro. Like, chill out. I mean,
These
But then
fucking
again-
pundits can
but that's-
fuck
He thought he was
themselves.
That's
untouchable
everyone.
because he's a black gay man. So he
that's
thought,
what it is.
Hey,
But-
I can get away with whatever I want.
No, you know what? He had 2 out of the 3. He was missing 1 to be untouchable. So that's
Handicapped?
No, that's a good one though. It's a good one. Nope.
What's
that's a
the
good guess.
third?
Black gay Jew. Anyway, everyone, that's our show. Johnny, what do you got to say?
What?
That's about right. For Laura,
Goodbye.
for Johnny,
What?
and for Carlos.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next time here on Nerds Talking the Podcast. Have a wonderful weekend.